Hey guys, vітаємо and welcome to Behind the Curtain with Vohon. I'm your host Kendal and I'm here with guests Marissa and Mikaila, and today we're watching a clip from Vohon's 30th anniversary production of Ignite, A Harmony of Stories. So today we'll be watching one of our regional dances, our Ladies Buko dance. So ladies, I wanted to ask you about the costumes for this dance. They are my favorite costume that we have, and I hear there's an interesting story about them.
Yes, well, apparently Ken found the fabric for the skirts when I'm not sure if we were away on tour at this time or if he was just there visiting, but he found the fabric for the skirts in Brazil and just bought a whole swack of it, brought it home, and his mother so graciously made us these beautiful skirts, and I actually really love dancing in this entire costume. It's so light and breezy.
Yeah, and they're so fun as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like when we first got these costumes, I was blown away. I was like, ooh, these look so sleek and so like shiny and gold, and I feel like a Buko woman when I wear this costume.
Yeah.
And I mean, we also have like the traditional coins on our headpieces and as our necklaces. Mm-hmm. And like one of my favorite things about this costume too are the headpieces that we get to wear. They almost feel like crowns, I'd say.
Yeah, they do. And they're light. They're light as well, because some of these headpieces for Buko can be really elaborate and extravagant, and these are just so lovely to wear.
Yeah, 100%. And I remember when the only problem with these headpieces that we found before was that they can be very delicate, because as you can see on the tops of everyone's heads, they have the very gold shiny pieces of wheat, which again, they're very, very gorgeous headpieces, but they're also very delicate. So we have to make sure that we travel with these very carefully. Yeah. And so when we were on tour in 2019, when we went to the UK, we actually had to bring different headpieces with us. Simply because we didn't want to ruin these, with airlines and travel and cargo. So it's just a very beautiful ensemble that brings it together, and that paired with the choreography that we do, everything is very uniform and together, and just I find it looks very sharp.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I agree. It's a very tight, powerful dance.
Yes, absolutely. And I mean, when I'm wearing a light costume like this, I feel way more easy to move around and to flow, and especially the sleeves too. I don't know what it is about open sleeves in Ukrainian dance costumes. I love Bukovinian sleeves. I love them because it's just so flowy, and you can just feel like you can really, really give your all. These costumes also come in handy when we have to dance in very extremely warm climates.
Yes, that's true.
I'm very happy that we don't have to put on a million layers for this costume.
Yeah.
And quick changes are also very easy with this costume, I'm very thankful for that.
Yes, and this dance is so high intensity, you definitely wouldn't want to have a heavy costume on, so it's great.
So, yeah, absolutely.
So with this dance being so high energy, what do you do to keep your energy up? This dance is so exhausting to perform, so what do you do?
Yeah, that's very true. This dance just never seems to get any easier to do. But really, you just kind of feed off of one another and feed off your audience and just really push through with your adrenaline.
Yeah. And I'd say my favorite part, which is coming up in this dance very, very soon, which is the big line that we do when we all kick. We call this dance like the Ukrainian Rockettes. And it's just because of especially when we get to that section of this dance, I don't know why, but it totally pumps me up. Just because the audience just like really amps us up, and all the that we do in this dance gives me energy. This part right here is my favorite part.
Yeah, the audience gets so jazzed when this happens, and I feel so jazzed when it happens.
I find that part really empowering too. All the ladies in the group are all coming together, and we're all dancing together finally. Throughout the whole dance, there's a lot of solos, so it's really cool to see everyone together at the end.
Yeah, it shows us off a little bit more, because the guys get a lot of time on the stage to show off, and we don't get as much of that. So it's really awesome to have that here.
100%. All right, well, that's all the time that we have for today. Diak you, and thank you for joining me. My name is Kendal, and thanks to Marissa and Mikaila for chatting. If you like this video, hit subscribe and give us a follow on Instagram at Vohon Dancers to keep in touch with us. Do pobачення!